Hi guys, my name is Mrs. Lucas and I am your Vacation Bible School teacher this year. And I am so glad you are with me. We are going to learn more about Jesus and we're going to learn more about building our lives on Him. Jesus is our foundation. All right, well, here is our Bible story picture for today's story. And I'm actually going to read the story on the back of the photo. But you know that all of our stories come from the Bible. And this story actually comes from the book of Matthew, and it was actually written by Matthew. And Matthew is in our illustration. This is Matthew, and I bet you know who this is. Jesus. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start with our story. Jesus chose Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector, and he often sat at a booth where people came to pay their taxes. Most people didn't like tax collectors because they would charge a little extra and then keep it for themselves. They weren't supposed to do that. All right, one day Jesus was walking by and he saw Matthew sitting at the toll booth, and he went up to Matthew and said, "Follow me." Matthew got up immediately. He left everything behind and he followed Jesus. Later, Matthew hosted a grand feast. Jesus and his disciples came to the banquet. And Matthew invited many tax collectors and other sinners. And they were all sitting around visiting with Jesus and his disciples. So this is actually where this is taking place. This is inside Matthew's house, and they're all sitting around and they're listening to Jesus and learning more about him. All right, I don't know if you can see, but look for two guys in the background. You see them? Right there? Okay, now I'm to that part. All right. Well, when the Pharisees, the teachers of the law, saw Jesus and his disciples sitting with sinners and tax collectors, they started to complain to the disciples. And they said, "Why is Jesus eating and drinking with the tax collectors and the sinners?" Well, Jesus overheard the Pharisees saying all that, so he turned to them and he said, "It is not those who are well who need a doctor, but those who are sick. I didn't come for the righteous, I came for sinners." That is such good news, boys and girls, because I'm a sinner and you're a sinner. Just like everybody sitting at the table, and just like the Pharisees too, but they don't realize it. All right, Jesus was reminding the Pharisees, I came for all the people of the world. I came to save them from sin. You know, Jesus, he's not interested in how good or how bad we are. He just loves us and he wants us to listen to him and follow him. And that is such good news. All right, I'm going to put this down and now I'm going to hold up our Bible verse. All right, here's our Bible verse. This is good news too. The Bible verse says, "I am sure of this, that he who started a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." Philippians 1:6. So let me read it one more time. "I am sure of this, that he," that's Jesus, "who started a good work in you," that's you, will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Boys and girls, God chose you. Jesus chose you, and He is working inside of you. He has started a good work in your heart and in your life, and He's going to keep working on you until the day He comes back and takes us to heaven. That is such good news. Well, you all should have a kids' activity book. And every day after the Bible story, there's going to be a fun activity for you to do. So here's day 1, and there's a reminder of the Bible story and our Bible truth. And then, just like Jesus is working and building my life, well, you get to build a design, and you can make some windows and some roofs and some doors. And so all this week, we're going to be talking about building our lives on the one true foundation, Jesus. All right, I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.